Welcome, Canada Bucks. It's been a while since I've done this video, and I wasn't actually planning on making one. I just was up doing a computer upgrade, and I thought I would record a video of something that I discovered and thought I'd share. So I was looking to expand my hard drive on my computer and discovered that 4 terabyte hard drives, not solid state, but actual hard drives, are extremely pricey. If you buy the internal ones, in Canada, at least where I am, you're looking to pay, well, at least twice what they should be. So right now in Canada, for example, you can get one on sale for about $220 Canadian, which would probably be about $170 USD. And they usually go for about $250 to $350, depending on what you're looking for in the drive. And that's just regular. It's 5400 drive. It's not anything special. It's not a faster drive. It's not a higher endurance drive. Portable hard drives, on the other hand, go for about, well, they start about 120 Canadian, about 100 USD, and go up to about 150. So about 115, 120 USD. So I had one of these. I had a drive that I was using for something else lying around, and I thought, I mean, it's only a few months old, but I thought what I would do is I would open it up. The drive was fine. I know that opening the plastic's not going to stop the drive from working. And worst come to worst, if I can't get the plastic on, I tape it down and continue on with life. So open it up. Now the drive's already in my computer, but it was actually really easy to open up. And in there was a perfect 4 terabyte, 2.5-inch laptop drive. And connected to that drive was an adapter. The adapter that changes it from SATA to USB 3.2 Gen 1. I'm actually keeping this because these adapters actually cost a bit of money, probably about $20 to $30, depending on what you're looking for, with shipping, of course. But it would sit in here, and basically the hard drive would sit here. It even included the screws to mount it with, in all honesty. So these little blue things were on the side of each one, and I just took them off, took those screws, unscrewed the sides, which holds them in place, moves it from vibrating, and used it to mount it into my computer. Now, that being said, doing this does void the warranty. On the drive itself, it does say very clearly, not for resale, for OEM purposes only. You're not going to be able to get these ever RMA'd. Hard drive failures are pretty low, in all honesty. What I would do is I would plug in your computer, do a health check on it, just make sure it's working, and then I would feel pretty confident installing it directly in the computer. Now, Seagate's always been doing this. They've always kind of had their drives pretty simply set up inside of their external cases. And why Seagate doesn't provide, or it might not be Seagate, it could be the retailers here in Canada and the States who don't carry as much inventory, and thus the prices are a little bit higher. But why, a Seagate drive that's 4 terabytes costs $124 Canadian, or about 100 US when it's in a case with an adapter, or if you buy just the hard drive itself naked, you're spending double that. I don't know why, but again, this isn't a new trick. This is another old Seagate drive. This is a 3 terabyte one, part of the famous ones that had, that were bad. So it didn't last very long. We got the case. But inside, this is a different drive that I put in here and use as a case after, because again, they're all pretty interchangeable. You have the hard drive right in there. You have your blue bumpers. This is where the screws are. So if you take it out, you actually, again, you don't even need to buy anything. Take this off, use your screws, which you can use for mounting. It's exactly the same for the 2.5-inch ones. And again, I don't have the adapter showing here. It's somewhere else on a different drive, but the adapter basically came down here and then connected to the USB port here. In my history of doing this and opening drives up, which I've done a few times, I've never had a Seagate drive that hasn't allowed me to do this or been easy to do with. Most drives probably open really easily. They do it, I think, so it's easy for them to tell you avoid your warranty. You have to pull shielding off, which is this. That will also make it very easy for them to tell that you've voided your warranty. So again, no point trying to even return it. Western digital drives, on the other hand, I've heard from others that it isn't always as straightforward or easy. I've heard that some older drives do offer that still. Newer drives sometimes are either soldered in, which means that this adapter isn't actually an adapter, it's just soldered right to the board. So you can't use it really inside the computer without another adapter. Or they've put some firmware on the hard drive itself that prevents it from running when it's plugged into a SATA port directly. So from those drives, if you ever do open one up, a Western Digital, and it looks fine, you plug it in, it doesn't work, doesn't register, it's likely because that firmware is on there. To override the firmware, how it works is when the hard drive detects a charge on one of the pins, it stops it from running. So there's no point in them doing that. The only reason they did that is to prevent people from opening up external drives and using it internally. But you can override that by simply putting some tape over that pin. So if that's an issue, you can do that. But if you are going to do these to save some money on the upgrades, I would recommend using Seagate drives. You don't have to deal with any of that. They're nice and easy and straightforward. And I'll put some links below in terms of the hard drives I know would work for you. Any questions, shoot below. As always, thanks for watching Canada Unbox. Hope this helps out.